I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it. Get my way up. He wanna talk, but he not on the stairs. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. And they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quicker.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Touchdown! Quez Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken at about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Fourth down, Mariota. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Score Eagles 14, Falcons nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now Mariota on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The score Eagles 14, Falcons nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, a run with Patterson. That good for 19 on a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson. A touchdown run there for the yard out. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that
one. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Cut, ready? 19, ready?
On first down, Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 37 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Rashaan Evans.
She-Rag got me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
To the air right away, Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Steps away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19.
That's another Falcons.
From the red zone now, Mariota. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he's going to get this down near the 25. To the air again, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have moved out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Algier is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mariota to sneak it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mariota now from the 50. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets 1 by 1 everywhere he looked.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
They should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, 39 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Falcons 9.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for a time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
4th down, Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, into a a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Patterson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brings up third down.
To throw Mariota. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
That's good.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To the air again, Mariota. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Another attempt, another incompletion. This game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
First and goal, Chargers.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. Back now in Atlanta. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. To the air again, Herbert. And it's caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Mariota to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mariota. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A nice little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. Shoves him away. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The 71 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a 1st down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, beat it till I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me coaches.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Look at me. Go.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Singletary to get the drive started. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. On the move past the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody way. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Babies for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. For I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here we go. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, he fakes a spike. That is taken in by Hurst. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
As long as you're the air attack, he's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Another try for Mixon. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 on a 1st down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Hunt is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
as we speak.
Points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
you
down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Mixon with a first down carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go. From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. To the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Fourth down, here's the option. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start with the option. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this down to the 33. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 26 yards. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Bengals grab it.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And he brings it back. Can you believe offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Watson on third down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Watson going to look to tuck and run.
Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go, here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Bulldozes past him. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while, because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in.
And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Well, it's only a 1-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's got some space here.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there. 43 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give the hunt here on the option. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Here we go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Here we go with Burrow. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they looked at the situation and figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. To throw, Watson. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
On one, ready? 11, Thomas.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to Mixon on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
In motion, the tight end.
Here we go.
Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean,